All right, 7.2 is solving equations using addition or subtraction. So equations may be true for some values and false for others. A solution, and this is another key word, of an equation is a value that makes the equation true. Okay, so this will kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about with how they have to be, equations have to be, they can be true, they can be false. So if we had a value of 3, okay, and that's what our x equals, and if you think about it, you're just plugging it in right there. Same thing with what we'll do with the 4, we're just going to plug it in, and the 5, we're just going to plug it into the x. Now remember, this is our equation that we're focusing on. We want to know when we add these values to our x, does it make sense? Are both sides equal? So is it a true statement or is it a false statement? So to start off, we're going to plug in our 3 with our x. So that's what you're seeing in this first one. Let me get rid of this writing over here. Okay, so that's what you're going to see in the first one. You're going to see 3 put in as x. So it's 3 plus 3. Okay, so we're seeing 3 plus 3. And we keep everything the same. Does it equal 7? Okay, does it 3 plus 3 equal 7? Well, no, it doesn't. So if it doesn't equal 7, then our answer stands as no. Both sides are not equal. We did not balance this equation. So looking at the next one, we have 4 plus 3. Does 4 plus 3 equal 7? Because we know that our x equals 4 in this situation. We plugged the x in down here. We made it 4. Does 4 plus 3 equal 7? Yes, 7 equals 7. So yes, that one checks out. And then the last one, if we plugged in 5 for x, okay, does 5 plus 3 equal 7? No, 5 plus 3 equals 8. So 8 does not equal 7. So the answer is no, it is not equal on both sides. So the value x equals 4 is a solution. Tell whether the given value is a solution of the equation. So we're checking solutions in this example. You're going to see something like, so here's A, P plus 10 equals 38. And what they're going to tell us is that P equals 18. So we need to figure out, does this check out? So all we're doing is we're taking our 18, okay, and we're plugging it into P. So we do 18 plus 10, okay, I'm bringing down my 10, my P is now 18, bring down my equal sign, and I'm bringing down 38. We're not changing anything there. We need to know, does this actually equal 38? Well, 18 plus 10 actually equals 28. Does 28 equal 38? No. So 28 does not equal 38. So P is not a solution. Okay, and this would be how your answer is, and this is what your work would look like. Okay, here's the next one. So now I have 4y, which means 4 times y, and it equals 56. We're going to let y equal 14. Let's see if it checks out. So we keep our 4. We put in parentheses our 14, or you could put 4 times 14, because all I did was I plugged in my y, left my 4, leaving my equal sign, and leaving 56. So now you have to figure out, does 4 times 14 equal 56? And of course, if you have to do any side math, feel free to. It does end up equaling 56. So 56 equals 56. Yes, it is a solution. So we're going to learn how you can use inverse operations to solve equations. Well, first of all, what is an inverse operation? So inverse operations undo each other. So addition and subtraction are inverse operations because you could take and you could do the opposites of each other, and then you can get back down to where you're at. So the key idea here is the addition property of equality and the subtraction property of equality. Okay, so let's look at the key idea. And the reason I did it like this is because it's very well put out. So I'm gonna zoom in here so we can see this as a whole. So I want you to write down key ideas and kind of go as we talk. So our key idea is the addition property of equality. When you add the same number to each side of an equation, the two sides remain equal. So if we had, looking at my numbers here, if we had 8 equals 8, if I were to just simply add 5 to that side and do the same thing on this side, it's still going to equal the same thing. I'm still going to have 13 equals 13. If I look at it algebraically, if I had x minus 4, and I just added 4 to this side, okay, so I add 4 to my x minus 4, and I do it to this side, because remember, we always talk about if you do it to one side, you do it to the other, you do it to the top, you do it to the bottom. It's kind of like a main rule in math. So if I add 4 to minus, or to x minus 4, I end up with just x, because I did the inverse operation of minus 4, add 4, I get 0. So I'm left with x. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So I just rebalanced it out in the algebra way. Let's look at subtraction property of equality. When you subtract the same number from each side of an equation, the two sides remain equal. Same thing as up on their addition property. The two sides remain equal. Same concept. I've got 8. Okay, now I'm looking over here. I've got 8 minus 5. It equals 3. Remember, I took away 5 from this side. I'm going to take away 5 from that side. 8 minus 5 equals 3. Alright, let's look over here at algebra. If I have x plus 4 instead of x minus 4, if I have x plus 4 equals 5, I'm going to take away 4 from each side. That gives me 4 minus 4 is 0. I'm left with x. 5 minus 4 gives me 1. So now I've concluded that x equals 1. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this video. We'll do the rest of the stuff in class. Just make sure that you've copied down this entire thing and the rest of the notes on there. You'll never know when you have a note check.